Hi, welcome to my video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you some fun things you can do with photo templates. I have another tutorial that shows you how to place the images into a photo template. This tutorial is going to show you some of the little additional things you can do with your photo templates. I'm going to show how to change the outline or border color, how to change the color or add an image to the background, how to size the template inside the canvas, how to edit the text, and adding a drop shadow. So I already have my template open here. This is my filled in template. I'd already filled it in using a different tutorial to show you how to place the images into the image boxes. So we're going to start out with how to change the outline or border color. So first of all, you want to click on the layer, the top layer usually. This one's called black outline layer. Sometimes it's just called outline layer or border layer. You want to make sure the eyeball is on, because if you turn the eyeball off, it turns the layer off. So you want to make sure the eyeball is on. You're going to go to the bottom of the toolbar down here, and you're going to click on the FX, add a layer style, and you're going to do a color overlay. It's going to bring up this layer style box. You want to double click here inside of this color to bring up the color picker. You're going to choose whatever color you want to choose inside of here. This looks good, blue for boys. I like it. I'm going to say okay here. I'm going to say okay here. So now my border layer went from black to this teal blue. So the next thing I want to show you here is how to either change the background to a color or add an image to the background. So you're going to go back to your template, you go all the way to the bottom, and click on the background layer. Then you're going to go to the top toolbar here. You're going to go Edit, Fill, and here again, I'm going to select Color to choose a color, and it brings up the color picker. You can change it to whatever color you want. This is set on gold. Click OK, click OK again, and it changed the background to gold. So now we have a color back there. But if you don't want a color, I'm going to do Command Z to get rid of the color, go back to my white background, and now I want to put an image back there. I'm going to go to File, Open my image file. Let's see here, is this the balloon? I have a balloon background here I want to add in the back because I'm making this as like a party invitation for my son's 5th birthday. So I'm going to say Open. It's going to open on another background. I'm going to go Select All, Edit, Copy, go back to the template layer, Edit, Paste. There, that's pasted behind there. So now you can see it behind the number. And I kind of want to make it a little bit less bright. I just want it muted in the background. So then you can go up here to the top of the layers palette and change the opacity. Scroll down. Let's see, just want it nice and light in the background so you can kind of still see it. Maybe we'll do 60%. And then I have this other layer that's in there, the whole number image layer on this one. I'm going to turn that layer on because that just kind of fills in. It's your preference. Here you can see the little lines in between the images, or you can see the background through it. I don't want to see that. I'm going to turn this on because it'll just show this gray behind it. So now we have a photo in our background. So now we're going to do how to size the template inside the canvas. So you can always make the template itself larger or smaller. So basically what you want to do is you want to select all the, go over to your layers palette and you want to select all the layers. You're going to click, you hit the shift key, start clicking. These are all your layers. You got the image box layers, the images. You want to select all of them. Just click, go all the way to the top, and you're going to want the outline layer as well. Then you can go do Edit, Free Transform. It's going to bring up your transform. You can transfer the image. See, I can make it smaller. I can move it around. Side the image. I'm going to make it a little bit, or you can make it bigger if you wanted it larger. Just depends on how you want it to fill the space. I'm going to put it there. It's a little bit bigger than what I had it, and then you hit enter to place it. So now you have it a little. I put it smaller, and then I put it back to a little bit bigger. Just depends on the size, how you want to fill. If you want to do it real small, you can go back again, and you can go edit, pre-transform. You can do it real. You can drag it real small, because then if you wanted to fit two, like this is a 5, so I'm doing like a 5x7 template. The canvas size is 5 by 5 inches by 7 inches. I'm doing like a little invitation. But if you had it like 8.5 by 11, you could put a lot of numbers in there. This, you know, I could do this small, and then say if this was like a 50th birthday instead, you can make them smaller and put a 5 and a 0 together and fit both numbers in here. But I'm just doing the, make it back here again, hit enter to place it. Now you have. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to either add or edit text. Well, there's no text in here, so we're going to add text on this one. So you go back. You want to click off of having all those layers selected. So I just clicked on the top black outline layer. I'm going to go over to your left-hand side to your tools here. There's the text tool. You want to click on the text. And now you have the little text. I'm going to start at the top because I want to add happy. I'm going to say happy 5th birthday since I'm making this an invitation. You click there. And so now it brings up this sample text, and you can type in HAPPY for happy. You can select it, and then up here at the top, so it's either at the top where you can change it from bold, you can change the size. So this is bold. This I can do maybe semi condensed, or I can just do semi bold. That might be nice. Semi bold, and then you can change the size. So change it to 30, maybe a little bit bigger, 36. And then there's also on the right next to your layers, there's also the text here. You can click over here because you can do some other stuff. So here it's selecting where it's like lowercase capitals. I don't want that, small caps. I'm going to take that off. There we go. Now we're back to a regular large and small text. So now I have my happy. I'm going to click on the left side, the move tool. Then I can move it a little bit here where I want it. So happy. Then I'm going to click back on the text tool. I'm going to put a, let's see here, TH here. This looks a little large. I'm going to make it maybe 16. Maybe not that small, maybe 18. Nope. Let's go back up. We'll do 24. There we go. So then we just have that TH to make it 5th. Be 5th birthday. And I can pull it and move it a little bit if I want. And then I'm going to go back to the text tool over here because I want to write birthday at the bottom. Birthday. And again, I'm going to make that 36 like the happy. Get 36 in size. Click on the move tool. I can move it where I want it. Put it in the center, maybe that'll look nice. There, so now we have happy 5th birthday. So now we have our invitation, we have our text there. So if there would be text there originally and you just want to edit it, look over to the side and you can see these text layers in the layers palette. You just click on, like I'll click on the birthday layer in the layers palette, and then you go over to the text tool, click on that, and then you want to just click, and here you can edit. So you can edit there, you can see that. Back to birthday. Again, click on the move tool to place your text. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a drop shadow to the number. It kind of makes it stand out a little bit from the background. So I'm going to go to the bottom here. There's usually, in the templates I create, I don't know about what other people do, but the ones I create, there's always going to be a whole, either a whole number layer, a whole box layer, a whole letter layer, whatever. There's always going to be a whole layer, and then there's all the little boxes that are broken up to put the images in. So you're going to click on the last layer, the whole number, whole image layer, whole letter layer. And then you're going to go to the bottom. And again, you're going to go to this FX, which is add a layer style. And then there's drop shadow. Click on drop shadow. It'll bring up this drop shadow box. And already you can see that a drop shadow is added. You can see, click on and off the preview. That's without, that's with. Kind of pops it out of the background a little bit. You can play around with it. You can make it as, you can change the size of it and the spread. Yeah, ooh, that's really big. We don't want that. Let's go back to 20 size. We don't need the spread so big. And there's the distance, how far you want it away. There, that gave it some, make it pop out a little bit more. See, you can kind of go like that. I'll bring it back just a little bit. And you can always change. This is the opacity of it. I had set it 40%. So see, you can make it a lot darker. Make it stand out even more. There, so that's what it looks like without and with. Then you click OK to choose it. And now you have your drop shadow. So now here's the invitation that you could print out and send to people for your son's 5th birthday. So you can do this with any template, you know, letters, numbers, shapes. I mean, you can even do it with just plain image boxes. It's just, you know, however you want to add things, you know, change the background, add some images to the background, add text. So you can make it all your own. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. And again, there is another tutorial that I have for how to place images into a photo template in Photoshop that you can watch first. And then this is all the additional stuff to learn about other fun things you can do with your templates. I hope this has been useful. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, add any comments, and I'm always happy to help. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.